So in this video, I'm redesigning the movie Wish, obviously, for the background. But before I really get into it, I'm not a professional, this is for fun. Now honestly, I will say, this movie wasn't horrible, it was fine, but Disney kind of dropped the ball from the original concept design. I mean, look at this, I mean, it looks fine, it's fine, but the original concept art would have been amazing, so let's just get into it. So the first character we are going to redesign is Asha. And this is some of her concept art. This is her model, and she's great, she looks cool. So the reason why my art is starting here is because the beginning of my video got corrupted. A lot of my videos got corrupted because I put them on my computer and they all got corrupted, so I had to move to a different device to finish. Okay, so in the movie, Asha isn't a princess. I don't know if she was supposed to be in the original version of the story, but in my version she is a princess. She's the Princess of Rosa. So basically her story is she was adopted by King Magnifico and his wife. Her parents got murdered. I don't know how. I haven't fleshed that part out yet. You know, I will in the next video. But so she was adopted by them. They already had a son, they had an older son, and so they wanted a princess, they wanted a little girl, so they adopted her because the queen found her, so. And even though she is not biological and she is technically the second born, she is heir to the throne because of something that happened with the brother. Her design isn't much different from her other design, except she has more browns and blues on her. I want her to start out with more like of the cooler tones like her parents, and then gradually become more purple to show she's more worthy of the throne. So now we are going to do the star! I hate that he wasn't a human. So in my version, he will be a human, but the little, sprite version of the star that they had in the movie will still be incorporated into his character. So I want to do, because it's the 50th year anniversary movie, I believe, instead of just having one, he will have 5 of them. It's for a reason. I promise. But they wanted to make a bunch of callbacks to their old movies. And a cool callback that I will do is that they will all kind of react in different ways. And they'll turn a different color depending on how they react. So, red for angry, etc. like that. So there'll be 5 of them for the 5 different emotions from Inside Out. And they'll all react to certain situations in different ways, like how Inside Out does. Also, another silly little callback to a movie, with him. I don't know if it's actually a thing or if I'm going insane, but there's, I think, a scene in Peter Pan with Tinkerbell when she's stuck in a little case because she's supposed to lead him to the Neverland. There's gonna be a scene where Asha has to hold up a lantern that's glowing, but it's just him shrunk really tiny, glowing like a lamp to hide him from the guards, and I think that'd be really funny. I don't have that much to say about his outfit. But the stars. So the stars, he has 5 of them, and yes, they are companions, but aside from just being little companions that follow him around, they are stars from a real-life constellation in the sky. They give him his powers, his magic, and they also will turn into weapons. So, one of them will turn into, a cool sword, one of them can turn into a bow and arrow, one can turn into, a spear of some kind, things like that. And they all give him powers, and he gets his power from a constellation. And depending on, what constellation, it can give him certain different powers based off of, what it is to the humans. Another cool thing that I wanted to kind of incorporate with him is that the star people get rebirthed like phoenixes. So if everything burns out, they can get rebirthed better and cooler. So yeah. Now I'm gonna complain about the Starboy and Asha because look at them. They would have been so cute anyway. So I kind of wanted this cool thing about Star and Asha to be basically at a certain point in the movie or TV show, because I haven't decided if I would want this to be a movie or a TV show, because I think it'd be cool if it was a TV show as well. But if maybe he gives her, the Star people give and make certain humans who are worthy, fairy godmothers, kind of like he gave her a wand in the movie. but maybe like makes her genuinely like a fairy godmother, or gives her like a real wand, not just a stick, you know, to like protect herself from something that's happening. Again, I'm not telling the plot because it's a secret. Don't worry, I'm gonna make a video about the plot specifically, but I want there to be a scene where he kind of traps Asha and her friends and everyone who's like helping them to keep them safe, and then they escape with the wand that he gives Asha. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the king and the queen. So they were originally supposed to be both evil together, which would have been the first villainous couple in Disney history at all. So I made this really quick kind of sketch idea. Again, video got corrupted, so I had to start it from a place that wasn't corrupted, which is why it's here. But so I just had this cool idea that maybe they aren't evil to just be evil, but they're being controlled by something. So I had this idea that maybe the thing that's controlling them is a star. But I had this idea that maybe this star, specifically, all of its stars collapsed. And sometimes when stars collapse, instead of becoming a new star, they become black holes. So maybe this very specific star that's controlling them to get power from, you know, another star that has actual genuine power, power more powerful than them. So it's using the book to become more powerful and get these people's wishes to fuel its magic so it can become and like control the world, like become like super powerful and control Earth and take everyone's wishes. And so that's why they're evil. They aren't actually like really evil people, they're just being controlled by this star that promised them power. And of course the king kind of told her like, hey, we can protect our kingdom. They didn't realize that it was truly like not a good idea because it took over their minds and controlled them and made them like horrible people. So that's kind of the idea that I'm going with, that maybe they're being controlled by another star that's been collapsed, that's a black hole star that just consumes everything in its wake and makes everything evil and stuff like that. So that was the idea that I had for the king and queen and why they're evil. I also just think that a king and queen villain couple would just be very cool, and I think that that's a really good idea that they should have kept. So now I want you to meet a new character that I have made specifically for my plot of the story. Meet Oliver. So this is Asha's older brother that I talked about earlier when I was talking about Asha. Like I said, she is heir to the throne. He is not. He is a knight. He is the highest general or whatever in the army because he's the son of the king or whatever and the queen. And he is actually Asha's guard because obviously, and he will protect his sister. And so he is her guard. There is a reason why he can't be king anymore. Again, I am going to wait until the next video because you have to have spoilers and you have to come back for more, obviously. But basically, something happened, and he can't be king anymore. He didn't really want to be king in the first place, but he would have done it to protect his people, but he is okay with being the knight to protect his sister instead. He has a best friend. I don't know what his best friend's name is yet. He works at the library, like the royal library in the castle. They are best friends. He helps him with a lot of different things, and he reads, like his friend reads a lot. They're quite complete opposites, where Oliver is really strong. His friend is kind of weak and a little more, not as strong and popular. But, so, something happens, like I said, at the beginning of the movie. He gets wounded really tragically, almost dies, and he basically, while he's laying in bed, everyone's just like sobbing. Asha runs out when they realize he's probably going to die, stands on the tree, sings a song that's different, that's inspired kind of by This Wish, but it's a little bit different, and she sings that song about him, basically, and then Star basically appears, being like, you want me to save your brother? She freaks out, falls out of the tree that she sits on at the end of the song. I think that happens, the tree sitting on in the background behind my video that I'm making, but basically he saves her brother, but the king knows that some other kind of magic saved him, because it's like, he shouldn't be alive. I tried fixing him already, and I couldn't with my magic, so it has to be some kind of other magic. So he goes looking for something else, someone else who has magic. And so Star won't leave, because he's like, well, I don't know if it'll stick, so I have to stay to make sure that it sticks, and that he still stays alive, because it won't stay if I leave. So he has to stay around the kingdom for a while to make sure that her brother is still alive. And also, he tries to fight his father, and after they realize they're evil, which is what the second pose is. He's fighting his father. So yeah. I'm going to show you some other art I've made for it. So there's Asha, Starboy again, and then Oliver, and then his friend. Again, I'm not going to tell you his name because I don't know what his name is. But these are just like some little sketches to kind of feel the characters a little bit more. But I just wanted to do some sketches of them to kind of get ready for my next video that I'm making for this. So I think that's where I'm going to end this video for now, because it's not super long, but I don't want y'all to just be like listening to me talk for like an hour and I will ramble. So I think for now that's a good place to stop. I hope that y'all come back to check to see if I posted the video about the plot. I'm working on that right now, so please come back and check to see if I posted the video. I'm working really hard on this to make everyone super happy about this project. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you like my art and just want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to like tell me you're interested in the plot and you really want the video to come out faster, put that comment down below and I will definitely try to respond and hurry up on this video. Thank you!